Today we're talking New York City and the tragedy that happened within on yesterday, which would be October 31st, 2017, Halloween night. A Muslim man shouting Allahu Akbar, as we should know by now unless you watch CNN, drove into a biking lane, deliberately plowed into a biking lane with the intent of causing harm to the populace at large. Normally I'd say it was a crazy man, like we did with Paddock, as there was no evidence that he had done anything at all out of a either religious or political bias. But once he shouted Allahu Akbar, it became a religious statement. It was done in the name of Islam. And unfortunately, while I do strongly support the rights of all Americans, including their religious and political beliefs going unchanged, unmolested, unaltered, you do have a few madmen that we like to call ISIS, terrorists, Islamic fundamentalists, whatever you want to call them, who want to preach to a very significant portion of Islamists and do make up. I mean, you know, the most conservative estimates say, what, 10% of these people are fundamentalists, or what they would call extremists, even though it is fundamentalism. And what they do is they read straight from the Quran, which is written by Muhammad himself, who was a very violent man who ordered the raping, molestation, and beheading of Jews, Christians, and pagans alike. And that you can't tell me that a religion founded upon hatred, a religion founded upon murder, a religion whose very core beliefs do not mesh with the Constitution, and a religion that, should it have its way, will dismantle the United States Constitution, is a good thing for the United States. I'm just looking at this objectively. According to the Constitution, you are free to be whatever religion you want. According to Islam, you have to be Muslim, or you have to pay an absurd tax rate, or they kill you. And that's not something I can agree with. That is not something that I can sit here relaxed, all chilled out, and say is an okay thing to be in the United States. I can't do that. And that kind of breaks my heart, because I am for as close to pure freedom as you can get. But you do need some form of government to protect those freedoms from other people, which is why anarchy doesn't work. Because under anarchy, you only have the freedoms you can take for yourself. Under Islam, you only have the freedoms offered to you by the mosque's preacher. And that comes with a very very complicated state. Mainly because they don't mesh. You cannot possibly follow Sharia law and be able to follow the Constitution at the same time. It doesn't work. But when you sit back and look at the facts of the matter here, we can't ban Muslims either. We can only ban Sharia. The problem is, every mosque is a Sharia court. Every mosque operates outside of United States law. A man can walk up with his wife, I apologize, animals are acting up for some reason. But in a Sharia court, a man can walk up with his wife, look at the priest and say, divorce, divorce, divorce. They're no longer together. He can go off and he can marry a woman under Islamic law, and neither marriage or divorce be sanctioned by the U.S. government. They promote honor killings, as many people already know, where if a daughter is dating a non-Muslim man, she can be killed for that. If someone is no longer, someone either becomes a pagan, atheist, whatever, if they switch from Islam to another religion or lack of religion, they can be killed for that. That's disgusting and un-American on its own. That's deplorable treatment of human beings. And to be able to drive in to a bus, to a lane of women and children where they're biking, enjoying a peaceful time, screaming Allahu Akbar, knowing within your heart that your religion says if you die while doing this, you will be instantly transported to heaven and get 72 virgins to screw for the rest of all eternity. I don't see how this is something that is okay. But it is. And the political left is constantly defending it. The political left is helping come up with fake, hoax, hate crimes to deter people from paying attention to the facts of the matter. To deter people from paying attention to the fact that an abnormal number of actual terrorist attacks around the world are committed by Islamists, are committed by people who believe in Allah, who believe in Muhammad, and who believe in Sharia. It does not match with the Constitution. It clashes directly with the Constitution, and it causes damage to the Constitution should it be allowed to go without restriction. And I hate saying that. It burns me inside to tell people we have to limit what they can and can't do, say, preach, and believe. It breaks my heart. But it doesn't work. It just... it's a hard thing to really get a grasp on. But it just doesn't work. And as somebody who does have a political mindset that is focused purely on the Constitution, not along any of my other personal beliefs, that hurts to say, is that we can't have something coexist with our Constitution. But at the same time, they noticed this back in the 1700s with the Barbary pirates, when You had presidents and generals at the time saying we can't let these people in for our own safety, saying that we need to go out with and protect our merchant ships which are being attacked because their crews are not Islamic. But they didn't change the Constitution because they knew that that would run the risk of causing irreparable harm to the future of the nation. Again, all I can say is we have to look to our forefathers. We have to look at the document they wrote, the document that was designed to lead this nation to the future. And that's the only way we're going to be able to move forward without damaging what America is to the rest of the world, what America is to the entire universe. Because it is the only place in the world where you can't legally be persecuted for your beliefs, your skin color, anything whatsoever. I know they say that you can't be persecuted in London, but off your speech of your beliefs, you can be persecuted in England. That's just a fact of life. We need to defend that here. Like, share, comment, argue, rebuttal video, just tag me and let me know what's happening. I don't care whether you agree with me or disagree. I'm open to any and all criticism. This is the constitutional conservatives world. You watch this video, you didn't have to, and I thank you very much for doing so. Good luck. Godspeed. Peace out.